What's up? I wanted to talk to you all real quick. Those of you that are contending for the promise of marriage, and I need you to hear me as the Lord's prophet, okay? I need to just go ahead and embrace this prophet thing because some of y'all just like titles. I might as well embrace it. And it's not like mine is fake. The Lord actually told me many, many years ago what my two titles were. All right, so hear me as a prophet. Don't hear me as a girl that just wants to get married. Don't hear me as some chick that just did a marriage pass, because some of y'all still think I did a marriage pass out of my flesh, which is absolutely crazy. It's just dumb if you think that I would say, Lord, take this many months of my life and don't let me be able to get a job. I don't want to work no job. I just want to sit and I want to do all of this for all of these months with no income. Come on, you can't be that slow. But anyway, something just dropped in my spirit, okay? For those of you that are contending for the promise of marriage, the Lord wanted me to tell you this. It's not a it's not a you shouldn't be toiling and tossing between, well, am I getting married? Am I not getting married? Is it really going to happen for me? You shouldn't be going back and forth. It's not a matter between, am I getting married or am I going to stay single? That ain't the case, okay? Your issue is you're looking at what you see in the natural and it's not lining up. You're like, God, I know you promised me this. I'm trying to be obedient. I'm working on myself. I've done all of the things. Some of you, you know that it is your time for marriage. Now, for everybody, it's not your time yet. That does not mean you're not getting married. It's just not your time. But for some of you, you know that you know that you know, no, it's my time. I know what you've been showing me, right? But in the natural, it doesn't look like it. It's not a toss up between if you're getting married or if you're not. The issue is who you're going to marry. Some of you, you have one person in your head and you're like, God, I know you said this. I know what you showed me, da 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 da. And I don't argue with what anybody says the Lord showed them. That's not what I'm going to do. If he showed you, some of y'all delusional, but if he showed you for sure, you're going to marry this person, I'm not arguing with that. The issue is that some of your spouses, and I'm talking to men and women, because we got to stop this crap where we think men don't want to get married. I'm sorry. Listen, God looked at Adam and he said, it's not good for man to be alone. His voice wasn't like that, but he was looking at Adam. He wasn't looking at Eve. See, he was looking at Adam. This is a clean spoon. He was looking at Adam, not Eve. Y'all like to talk about women that talk about marriage, talking about we thirsty. He looked at the man and said, ooh, it's not good for him to be alone. So if anybody was thirsty, y'all don't want this gospel. Y'all don't want this gospel. Okay, so there are men out here that want to get married. I'm talking about the men and the women. Listen, if whoever the Lord showed you that really is supposed to be your spouse, if they won't come into alignment, the Lord is not going to allow you to be delayed but so much longer. Let me say this again. Now, I'm not talking to the ones that are just delusional and you in your flesh and you want to marry who you want to marry. Let me use my microphone. I'm talking about the ones that know that you know that you know that you know and you've been living right and you've been doing all of the things that the Lord has been telling you to do. I'm telling you, he is not going to allow you to be delayed but so much longer. You all have been hearing me talk about how he will raise up somebody else. That's not just for whatever seat, whatever assignment on the earth that he has, spiritual assignments, corporate assignments. No. That's concerning marriage too. That's concerning marriage too. If your spouse doesn't want to come into alignment and obey God, guess what's going to happen? If they choose not to obey, he's going to send you somebody else. And please don't be sad. Don't think that you're going to lack. The Lord is not going to lack you. He's not going to allow you to lack anything. If anything, they're going to be better than what you thought you wanted. They're either going to match the person or they're going to be better. It just is what it is. But some of you, your marriages are time sensitive. And I need you all to hear me as the Lord's prophet. Go back to him. Your marriages are time sensitive. And if your husband or your wife don't want to come into alignment, they're going to miss out on you. Now, I'm not going to say they won't be happy, because you doggone sure going to be happy. I'm not going to say they won't be happy, but they're not going to be happy with you, because the Lord is going to give you to somebody else. And that just is what it is. So when you get discouraged, please do not stay in that place. I need you all to contend for the promise of marriage. Contend for the promise. Get out your head who the person is. Lord, I'm open. Get that out your head and contend for the promise. Because some of you, I'm telling you, no more delay. Drop it in the comments. No more delay. Now, this is the word of the Lord, whether you want to receive it or not. Period. Pointblank.com. If you want to sow, you know where to go. Bye.